If you're into Game Boy, there's a good chance you'll like my new Neo Geo Pocket Color series too. Every Thursday I'm reviewing a new Neo Geo game. Just join the PO3 Patreon or become a channel member here on YouTube. Ranma's chapter of passionate fighting is quite different from the first Ranma 1/2 title, where that was a Sokoban-esque puzzle game. This is a mixture of a platformer and a beat-em-up, with mild RPG elements, so it's almost entirely different. You control the eponymous Ranma in either boy or girl form, transitioning between them with hot or cold water as before, exploring all of Narima from the house, town, school, restaurants and more, talking to people and getting into fights. The first thing I want to remark upon is the brilliant control scheme, including a versatile move list that actually works. Amazing how this game gets so much of it right when some purported fighting games are so inaccessible and broken. The movement is silky smooth, the controls ultra responsive, and it's only a part of the game. Push up on the D-pad to talk to people or to enter doorways and so on. A jumps, and you can run by holding B while moving. B on its own is a mid-kick. Pushing up or down executes a high or low kick. Pushing forward and B punches, forwards and up or down punches high or low. Pushing backwards or diagonally backwards allows you to block. All of that from different combinations of the B button and a direction. Was that so hard? How come every fighting game up to this point, and plenty of them after the fact, would make such a hash of it? This isn't even primarily a fighting game. Anyway, walk right from the starting screen and you'll see an overworld map with 9 locations, of which 3 are accessible at first. The crux of the game is to explore all of these locations, talking to people you meet along the way. Heading to the Neko Hanten introduces you to 2 characters from the show, Cologne and Shampoo. Yes, that's their actual names. Going next to Uchans will allow you to meet Kuno. If you're Ranma-chan, the girl version, she'll just hilariously uppercut him into orbit. You need to be boy Ranma to initiate the fight here. It's not hard, but serves as a good introduction to the fighting mechanic. The aim of this first chapter is to turn Genma, your father, from his panda form back to a human by drenching him in hot water. Then you meet Ryoga, confused as always, asking a horse for directions. There are 5 chapters, and they largely go on like that with a nice humour. The graphics are a massive improvement from the top-down tile-based setup that the first game had, with lovely, large, fully animated sprites and excellently detailed backgrounds. The cutscenes and talking segments are equally well drawn, giving the whole thing a real anime polish to it. 3 years and change into the Game Boy's lifespan, and developers were really learning how to crank the most out of the 4 shades and 23,000 something pixel canvas. Audibly, it's good, if not astounding, and while it's not a long game, the accompanying story and game mechanics are really accommodating, if you can get through the language barrier. All in all, a fun old time that's super faithful to the aesthetic and charm of the anime. This will sadly be all she wrote for Ranma 1/2 in this series at least, as the third of the trilogy is a trivia title which requires a better knowledge of both Japanese and the source material than what I have. Nevertheless, I've thoroughly enjoyed learning about the series, and I'm by no means a fan of anime or manga.